Danny Flexen here for Seconds Out with Sam Jones, manager of course. I'm good, mate. How are you?
Good, mate. Not bad.
Near to death apparently recently. But...
I was poorly yesterday, but I feel a bit better today. I feel a bit more back to earth.
Good, I'm glad to hear it. Manager of Joe Joyce, of course. We're here to announce his participation on the July 13th bill at the O2. Not against Daniel Dubois, as we first thought, but against someone else. Now, on that subject, Frank Warren up on the press conference said it's unlikely to be Caballero. It won't be Manuel Char, and not Derek Chisora at the money he's asking for. So who is it going to be?
I don't know who it's going to be just yet, but sometimes when you offer someone something, they try and get more. But they've been all offered their huge paydays, especially Caballero, career highest payday they've been offered. So we can only do that. We can only do that. We're in talks with Povetkin. We're in talks with all some serious names, but it will be someone in the top 15. It's going to be a significant fight.
Who's top 15 is that?
Who's top 15?
Well, yeah, BoxRec top 15 or governing body?
In the governing bodies, it'll be somebody along those lines.
Will you, regardless of what the fans think, will you be disappointed, however, if it's someone like a Tom Schwartz, for example, who's very highly ranked?
It's not going to be Tom Schwartz. It's not going to be someone like him. It's going to be somebody who is known.
A name value fighter.
It will not be Thomas Schwartz of Germany.
We know it won't be him specifically because he's fighting Fury, but
like somebody, i.e. somebody like
high ranking but not well known.
For example, like Otto Wallin, who is like number 3 in something, but no one's ever heard of. No, it's not going to be someone like that. You've got my word.
Top 3 possibilities as it stands.
But who's available in the top 3? You've got Alexander Povetkin, who is available, but I know he's in talks to fight somebody else. We've made an offer to Alexander Povetkin. We're interested in fighting him, so we're going to see who's real and who's not. I mean, Chisora's been calling for a fight, and as I'm a big fan of Derek. He's done a lot for British boxing. He really has. He's been around a long time. He's a good name in the sport. We'd love to fight him. We've tried to fight him before, priced himself out. He looks like he's doing the same thing again, but we're going to see, aren't we? We're going to see, because who's he going to fight? If the Parker fight doesn't happen, who's he going to fight? And it's a great fight, Joe and Derek.
Is Parker a possibility as well?
Absolutely, we're in talks with them as well. So we're going to see. When we say want big fights, we want big fights, we want big significant fights. But what we're not going to do is fight for a British title when we're mandatory for the European. And if we are to fight for the British title, Joe would have been removed from the European mandatory slot, which is what we've not worked this hard to have these kind of things happen. So we'll see. Joe against the bar or Gorman will happen eventually. He's both under Frank Warren. Joe's got a multi-fight deal with Frank Warren. It's a fight that the British fans want, so it's going to happen.
How soon will the Caballero fight get put to purse bids, assuming he keeps rejecting these offers?
Well, Caballero's got scheduled a mandatory. I think he's allowed a mandatory before July, so he's got to have that fight ASAP, or he's going to go to purse bids with Joe. We want that fight, and what I'm worried about is Caballero's going to vacate the belt. That's what I do think, because he wants no part of Joe. We've offered him a fight before for his career highest purse, and he didn't want the fight.
Who would be next in line if he did do that? Is there a European?
Somebody like Robert Elenius or somebody along those lines, which I will it get the fans really, really excited? I don't really know, but he's a big name. He's a name that people know, so we'll see.
It's a shame that Joshua nabbed Andy Ruiz Jr. really in hindsight.
Yeah, exactly. Like Andy Ruiz, I mean, a lot's been criticism going his way, but Joshua's going to get criticised whoever he fought, so I feel a bit sorry for him in that way, but not really for the money he's going to be getting. But we'll see. Andy Ruiz he's a capable fighter. He is. He's got very, very fast hands, but he's only got fast hands for 2 or 3 rounds, and Joshua's going to take him apart, in my opinion.
Before we let you go, we know Joe up there didn't want to give a prediction on Gorman and Dubois. You, from what we've heard, have got a very strong opinion on who's going to win the fight.
A strong opinion on it. I just think that Nathan Gorman, Dubois is a tremendous specimen of a man. Do you know what I mean? He's a big specimen. He can bang, scary looking heavyweight. Do you know what I mean? Like, trains very hard. But I just think Gorman's IQ is a little bit better than his. I think Gorman's a little bit smarter, got a bit of a better boxing brain. He's got faster hands. But it is a 50-50 fight. But if I have to put my absolute house on it, I'd edge towards Gorman.
On points?
Yeah, on points. If Gorman's got the gas tank to go that far. If not, Dubois going to take it because he's the bigger, stronger man. But it's a very, very interesting fight. Can't wait to watch it, to be honest.
Joe potentially fight the winner towards the end of the year or next year?
Towards the end of this year or springtime next year in a massive fight.
Brilliant. Sam Jones, we appreciate it. Best luck with the rest of your recovery.
Thank you very much.
Cheers, mate.